Door wide, steel hits stone. Helmet rolls, he's lost his throne. Blood on his cloak, gold on his belt. Laugh like thunder, say what he felt. Slay me a dragon, miss me a king, but I found this hell. Best cursed thing! Hey! Raise your cups for Satanka. Staggering, swaggering, brave and absurd. Shield for a pillow on the tavern floor. He's a legend in battle, but he's done for the poor. Oh, raise your cups for Satanka. Sword in the sawdust, slurring his word. He can't stand straight, but he'll stand by his band. A gloriously ruined Knight of the Land. Barkeep yells, pay your tab. He salutes, that's a mortal stab. Drops his gauntlet into the stew. Dragon's blood, now you'll thank me, you. Dice keep rattling, he joins the game. Bets his horse for a torch and flame. Raise your cups for Satanka. Staggering, swaggering, brave and absurd. Shield for a pillow on the tavern floor. He's a legend in battle, but he's done for the poor. Raise your cups for Satanka. Sword in the sawdust, slurring his word. He can't stand straight, but he'll stand by his band. A gloriously ruined Knight of the Land. By dawn he'll ride if he finds the door. Boots on backward, still asking for more. He saved the realm, now he saves this seat. Crown made of coasters at his feet. Hey, hey, hey! Raise your cups for Satanka. Staggering, swaggering, brave and absurd. Shield for a pillow on the tavern floor. He's a legend in battle, but he's done for the poor. Oh, raise your cups for Satanka. Sword in the sawdust, slurring his word. He can't stand straight, but he'll stand by his man. Our gloriously ruined Knight of the Land. Mud on his creed, he staggers in. Cape torn at the seam, grin like a sin. He drops his purse on the scarred oak floor. Says, save your town, now pour me more. Boots by the fire, sword on the wall. He winks at the lass and nearly falls. Tankard in hand, he lifts it high. By dragon and dice, I'm still alive. Raise up the mud, raise it up. The night is back. Raise up the mud, raise it up. He's off the track. He slew the beast, then kissed the foe. Raise up the mud, bring the hero home. He tells of goblins under the hill. Have a one good priest and a cursed old mill. Says I kept my shield, I kept my name. But that sweet red ale could end my fame. The minstrel laughs, the cook claps twice. He spills 2 coins and calls it nice. One more round and make it 3 for every scar that still lets me be me. Raise up the mud, raise it up. The night is back. Raise up the mud, raise it up. He's off the track. He slew the beast, then kissed the foe. Raise up the mud, bring the hero home. He leans on the beam all weary-eyed. Says, beneath the helm I laughed, I cried. Then he lifts that cup with a wobbling hand. To every fool who still can stand. Raise up the mud, raise it up. The night is back. Raise up the mud, raise it up. He's off the track. He slew the beast, then kissed the foe. Raise up the mud, bring the hero home. One for the road, then just one more. He wakes up smiling on the floor. said a prayer and forgot. We camped by the barrows where the heather grows thin, stars like rusted nail heads hammered into the rim. Fire spit and crackled on meat we barely knew, smoking tired armor, laughing like we pulled through, till the night wind carried the Banshee's cry, thin as a thread that could slice the sky. Men dropped their cups, eyes rolled white, a scream tore holes in the cloth of the night. Oh, remember this fire, remember this fear, when the Banshee calls your name. You're already here, you're already here. She came from the hill far, bare feet, bridal gown, hair like drowned branches, eyes sunk, dragging down. Her mouth never opened, yet everything shook. Blood ran back inside us like a river unhooked, when the night wind carried the Banshee's cry, thin as a thread that could slice the sky. Joran clawed his helmet, threw his blade aside, Torrent laughed and shattered on the screaming tide. Oh, remember this fire, remember this fear, when the Banshee calls your name. You're already here. I bit through my tongue just to taste the red, held tight to my spine when my heart turned to lead. I spoke my mother's name like a shield, like a shield. Watched the bravest I knew fold soft as a field. Still the night wind carries the Banshee's cry, thin as a thread that will find your mind. If you hear that wailing, do not stay, don't stand, run till dawn unravels every curse, every brand. And remember this fire burned low with our dead, for the Banshee took their eyes, and she left me her dread.
The golden chest, it grows a tongue. The dungeon echoes what I've done. My dreams of armor come undone. The mimic's mouth is opening wide. In a moment, I'll be inside. Bite, bite. I was foolish, I was rash, but no one will remember that. Once I've become a mountain of gold, and they wear me on their back. The mimic's mouth is opening wide. In a moment, I'll be inside. The mimic's mouth is opening wide. In a moment, I'll be inside.
The mountain under the stone, we carve our hunger into the bone. Ash on our faces, dirt in our lungs, breaking chains. Hammer of the Hollow King. Fall, fall, let the caverns ring. Black river molten, slow as a curse. We shape our sorrow into the earth. Names of the fallen burned in the steel. Every hard heartbeat cracks the veiled ceiling. Hammer of the Hollow King. Fall, fall, let the forges sing. Blood in the arm, fire in our veins. We rise, we roar, in the breaking chains. Hammer of the Hollow King. Fall, fall, let the caverns ring. Stone, shot, feet, one step, one sound. Hey, low voices dragging the dark ground. Who will remember the ones who delve? We sing, we strike, we save ourselves. Hammer of the Hollow King. Fall, fall, let the forges sing. Blood in the air, fire in our veins. We rise, we roar, in the breaking chains. Hammer of the Hollow King. Fall, fall, let the caverns ring. Oh, fall, fall, let the caverns ring. In the door with a dented shield, boots still muddy from the farmer's field. Dragon smoke on my tattered cloak, but I'm kissing this cup like a holy oath. Raise your mugs and survive the day. Got ale on my armor, I'm okay. If the room spins left, I'll stagger right. I'm a half-broke, half-drunk, full-hearted knight. Whoa! Sing ho for the scars and scrapes, for the barmaid's laugh and the narrow escapes. If I fall off my stool tonight, prop me up, I'm still a knight. Gold on the table, I can't count straight. Swore this treasure was a dragon's gate. Now it's paying for another round, and a song about how I didn't back down. Oh yeah! Hey! Raise your mugs, I've survived the day. Got ale on my armor, I'm okay. If the room spins left, I'll stagger right. I'm a half-broke, half-drunk, full-hearted knight. Hey! Sing ho for the scars and scrapes, for the barmaid's laugh and the narrow escapes. If I snore by the fire tonight, let me dream I'm still a knight. Hey! Who needs glory? Who needs fame? When they know your face and shout your name. If tomorrow brings another fight, save me a seat and I'll earn this pint. Raise your mugs, I've survived the day. Got A on my armor, I'm okay. If the room spins left, I'll stagger right. I'm a half-broke, half-drunk, full-hearted knight. Sing ho for the scars and scrapes, for the barmaid's laugh and the narrow escapes. If I never see dawn's first light, at least I died a merry night.
rafters, wind on the floor. Portraits all bleeding, candles burn blue. Chair takes a swing at me, misses by a few. Let me sleep, you ghosts. I have buried better men than the lot of you together, and I'll do it once again. Take your chains and your curses, take your whispers, take your boasts. Find another fool to haunt. Let me sleep, you ghosts. Ale on the table, foam in my beard. Mirror starts screaming, I say cheers. Dagger in the ceiling, fork in the wall. I'm counting battle scars, not your knocks in the hall. Let me sleep, you ghosts. I have buried better men than the lot of you together, and I'll do it once again. Take your claws and your candles, take your rattling window posts. Find another fool to haunt. Let me sleep, you ghosts. Oh yeah. Woo! I've seen fields on fire, friends turn stone cold dust. You're a draft in a doorway, you're a creaking crust. So ride on, pale riders, through the attic and the eaves. I've got one dry blanket and a right to dream in peace. Let me sleep, you ghosts. I have buried better men than the lot of you together, and I'll do it once again. Raise your wails to the thunder, scare the shingles off the roost, but leave this tired night as rest. Let me sleep, you ghosts.
When I saw her at the harvest festival, when she danced with her lover under a full moon, I should have known, I should have known that she wasn't quite normal. But it's a witch's job to enchant, and how could I resist? And now every date is a necromancer waltz, and every time she laughs, it's a cackle. And every time we kiss, she brings me back to life, and every song she sings, I sing along. But I was skeptical at first, and I was stubborn to admit it. She played her love song on the piano, but all I heard was an offbeat polka, and it took some convincing. But I learned to listen, and now every date is a necromancer waltz, and every time she laughs, it's a cackle. And every time we kiss, she brings me back to life, and every song she sings, I sing along. Her song will never end. She's always had skeleton musicians, and she never fails to make me dance. And I never want to leave this trance. every time she laughs, it's a cackle. And every time we kiss, she brings me back to life. And every song she sings, I sing along.
In the rafters, lute by the door, old tales of fighters drunk on the floor. But one leaves the lantern, shoulders his shield, walks out from the laughter into the field. He is an unbreakable wall of steel, feet like roots in the frozen ground. Iron on iron, you hear them reel when his shield hand slams them down. One man, one road, and a line they cannot cross. Ha, ha, ha. He is an unbreakable wall of steel, and their horde breaks on the boss. Hey, hey, hey. Narrow stone pathway, moon like a coin, glittering eyes in the cracks of the join. Teeth, knives, and cinders rush from the gloom. They crash on his breastplate and find no room. He is an unbreakable wall of steel, feet like roots in the frozen ground. Iron on iron, you hear them reel when his shield hand slams them down. One man, one road, and a line they cannot cross. He is an unbreakable wall of steel, and their horde breaks on the boss. How? Left hand, right hand, step, strike, stand. Goblin screams rolling back up the land. He laughs like thunder under his helm. One man holding a whole damned realm. He is an unbreakable wall of steel, feet like roots in the frozen ground. Iron on iron, you hear them reel when his shield hand slams them down. One man, one road, and a line they cannot cross. He is an unbreakable wall of steel. Raise your cups and sing of the boss. Hey, hey, hey. With shiny swords, eyes all wide like frightened birds. They asked me, did I shiver when the Lich King made me quiver? Did his bony hands make me sweat? Did I ever truly fret? Nah, not really. That old dead guy was silly. The real terror, friends, I tell you true, is when the taps run dry for me and you. No dark stout, no frothy head. That's when I wish I was truly dead. The Lich King ain't got nothing on a tavern where the good beer's gone. He waved his magic scary staff. I just gave a little laugh. His undead minions groaned and clawed. I just found myself quite awed by the thought of a cold dark brew, something rich and hearty too. They say he raised the ancient dead, filled the land with fear and dread. But what's a ghoul of phantoms bright compared to thirst throughout the night? A dry throat, a parched tongue's curse, that's the ultimate.
We stood on the hill, the wind bit hard, shields locked tight, a living war. Steel on steel, a hungry sound, but I heard a whisper beyond it all. The orcs came screaming, a tide of green. My arm was tired, my axe was slow. Then whistle a soft, swift sigh, and one less beast to bring us low. The ranger's eye, it sees what I don't. The silent arrow, it finds its way home. My back to the stone, my face to the fray. She watches my shadow night and day. The ranger's eye, it keeps me from harm, holds me safe in its quiet charm. Remember the past, the snow piled high. They came from the cliffs, a sudden fall. My guard was down, a moment's lapse, but a feathered shaft answered the call. No words between us, not many shared, just the weight of the fight, the cold hard truth. She knows my blind spots, the places I fail, a silent promise from youth to youth. Oh, the ranger's eye, it sees what I don't. The silent arrow, it finds its way home. My back to the stone, my face to the fray.